Video looks at sketching linear graphs using the gradient y-intercept method. Remember, to sketch any straight line, all you need is 2 points. So in this case, we use the y-intercept as our starting point, and then use our knowledge of rise over run to plot the second one, and then we join the dots to make our line. So the first thing we do is we identify our gradient and y-intercept. Now remember, in order to do that, y must be the subject of the equation, meaning y must be by itself on one side of the equal sign. So from this, I can see that my gradient m equals 2 over 3, and my y-intercept, or my c value, is equal to -2. As I said, this now gives me my starting point, and then I can use the rise over run to plot the next one. Now, I haven't added numbers on my axes here, just because I'm trying to keep it a little bit neater for when I draw the line, but you should mark in your axis labels all the time, okay? So I'm just assuming that each square is equivalent to 1. So c equals -2, my line starts here. Then I use my knowledge of rise over run, so 2 over 3 is rise is 2, and I run 3. They're both positive, so I move in a positive direction. So what I like to do is we can do a little bit of dot to dot. So I rise 2, and then I run 3, and there is my second point. Now, as I said, you only need 2 points to plot a line. I like to sometimes put in a third one, just so I can make sure that I am still on the right track. So I rise 2, and I run 3. Now it's just a matter of connecting the dots. I'm not using a ruler, obviously, being as I'm doing this on here, so mine might not be as accurate initially. So bear with me while I adjust it to make sure it is. Obviously, using a ruler, this is a little bit quicker and easier to do. So there we go. There is my line. Notice how I extend it past the dots. So your line should always extend, and we have our arrows on the end to show that that line continues in either direction. And we end by writing the equation on the line, 2/3 x minus 2. Let's look now at a line with a negative gradient. This equation is y equals -3x plus 4. So it doesn't matter whether it's a positive or negative gradient, we follow the same steps. So we begin by identifying the gradient, which in this case is -3. I sometimes write it as a fraction as well, because I know I'm going to be using rise over run. Having it as a fraction can really help me know what my rise and what my run is. In this case, my c value is 4. So once again, we use the y-intercept or the c value as our starting point. So I go up 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's where I start. Now in this case, I have a negative rise. So this means instead of rising up, I'm going to essentially rise or fall down. So I'm going to go down 3, 2, 3, and across 1. Again, you only need 2 points to draw a straight line, but I like to put in a third just so you can see that method. So again, I've gone down 3 and I've gone across 1. Then I play connect the dots. Once again, when you're using a ruler, you'll be able to do this a little bit more easily than I am, but you should be able to, there we go, got it. Okay, we extend the line past the points, and then we finish by writing the equation on the line, y equals -3x plus 4.